I'm afraid it's just another day in a friendly little loony bin. Got this private message, and I might as well I'm going to answer it because I might enjoy ranting and all that kind of stuff. I do actually get some pleasure from like letting off steam, especially when there's a public audience out there who's watching me expressing like against something that I really have some issues with. The private message here says, "I wonder what your take is on greys and reptilians." I have no take on them, because people have invented these things, okay? You could say the reptilians are an analogy for our own base selves, and therefore it's those who are successful in business who are unpleasant, uncouth thugs, which is not very nice, really, because like some people might even think that it's an encouragement to make people want to be unpleasant and uncouth and thuggish. Alright, as if that's going to provide success, just like the idea of selling your soul to Satan is supposed to, give you financial rewards. Fact of the matter is, it is not. It's just, if you're going to behave like a stupid arse, you're going to be seen as being a stupid arse. It's quite black and white and clear cut in that respect. The message goes on, especially since you yourself have been classified as a reptilian in some of your earlier videos by some users. Are you one? LOL. Just look at me, okay? Do I look scaly? Do I look scaly? Do I have a kind of like a snake skin or no? Do I look like a reptile? No. There aren't any, okay? I know some people out there just like, they must be out there, the little blue men under the desert, they're all waiting for the end of 2012 and it'll come to the surface. And yes, the grand conjunction will come and stuff, but no. Do you believe in reptilians? I think I've answered that one a few times already. Do you think David Icke is correct about what he says? Oh man. Oh god. He's a New World Order conspiracy theorist. He thinks that there is some kind of crazy religious cabal that runs the whole wide world. So no, I don't think David Icke is correct about what he says. Okay, he makes stuff up. What's my opinion on reptilians? They don't exist. Apart from, of course, the ones that you see on nature programs, okay? Those are real reptiles. Or is there a difference in definition between a reptilian or humanoid, okay? Rather than a genuine reptile like an alligator or a crocodile. Alright, those are genuine. Those are real. We got genuine footage of them. And they haven't shapeshifted into anything much. Even though some of them look a bit like logs when they're lying very flat, okay? And very sort of, like that sort of thing, but they haven't really shape-shifted, have they? They're just like lying there and floating. Do you think, what is your question, sorry, same questions regarding greys, do you believe? No, I don't. I know there are some people who think that, like, the grey aliens are actually like angelic beings. Well, in that case, why didn't you say angels rather than the grey aliens from another planet? Alright, it's semantically different, but on the other hand... What? Do you think they're here to protect us from reptilians? No, I think some people go to some sort of like Area 51 Nevada type deserts and take a bit too much acid and think they see things that aren't there. And then they like get confused in their thinking processes, and then they think that they're actually having a conversation with something which isn't there and can't be there and stuff, okay? What do you think they're after? Well, what is any figment of your imagination after? Well, what do you think a figment of your imagination is after? Carry on drinking or I will die. I mean, what the fuck? Oh, God. Is it coincidental that in the last few years reptile sightings was on the increase? Okay, well, Just like UFO sightings started to become a little more regular after the Star Wars films, okay? So David Icke, Alex Jones, or whoever it is talking about like, oh, reptiles, scary, evil Illuminati come to take over the world, you know. And then people are going to start seeing them, because that's the way that people seem to operate, okay? They get told what is real, and then they start to accept that what they're being told is a fair representation of the outer world without really thinking deeper into the subject. Okay? So is it coincidental? I think it's quite apparent that people will make shit up. People will believe what they say without being critical, not only of things which other people say to them, but also things which they then say to other people. Alright, that's why we've all got to be critical thinkers and critical of our own ideas and our own beliefs and our own values. Because that's how we can grow. We can become self-doubting so that we can progress beyond limited points of view, and we don't hold on to the same kind of like approach to the outer world that we had when we were 5-year-olds in primary school, or whatever the heck it was called in your era or your part of the world, okay? This is, you know, self-criticism of the things which you think are real and the way that you think they are real and how you think they operate is quite important. Or do you think it's hype and people making claims? I think I've answered that one, okay? People's cognitive apparatus can get adjusted by suggestions. And do you believe the UFO sightings with reptilian sightings at the same time are true? I think a person can have a sighting. Sure, but a sighting is just an experience. And experiences just prove you can have an experience. They do not prove the thing which the experience suggests. So, do I believe they're true? I think that there are experiences you can have. I mean, there is a hypothetical which we could throw in here, which would overlap very nicely with occultism. Okay, we all know that, like, I don't know, 95 or 90% of the universe is like dark matter, dark energy, and all the rest of that kind of stuff. Some large percentage like that. I don't have a textbook in front of me, so I'm not giving you, like, hard figures there, okay? But if that's the case, then there's lots of forces around us which could possibly be having an influence upon us all the time. In some states of consciousness, some of these things could possibly affect you, and you, through your lack of knowledge as to what the thing is, might perceive it as being an alien, a god, a reptile, a lizard, a gnome, or a fairy, or a pixie, or you know, the horned god, or Satan, or Beelzebub, or whatever. But this could just be like a blob of some form of quasi-electromagnetic force which is out there, which has just had some kind of impact upon your body and mind. Alright, just like, I don't know whether you've ever watched those ghost hunting shows and they talk about like some parts of it. Like, let's say there's a basement and someone has some strange feelings of a presence in that basement. And they go in there with their electromagnetic sensors, and they can sense the fact that there is a great quantity of an electromagnetic field in certain areas, and that happens to be where they experience the feeling of a presence, and the person who lives in that house thinks it's a ghost, when in fact it's the electromagnetic field affecting their brain. Okay, so some forces, not just electromagnetics, but maybe other things, can have an impact upon your brain as well, which can then help to stimulate a sighting of sorts. And the things which you believe in because of your culture, whether your culture is science fiction films, as in the case of people who see aliens, alright, or whether it's religion, as in the case of people who see angels, alright, these things don't necessarily exist, but they are imaginary representations of what you are sensing, you know, a psychological or psychic expression of whatever the heck it is. This is a hypothetical, and a variety of occult hypothetical. Can I believe in it? And I think it would hold some water. Whether it is true or not, we don't know, because a strange experience only proves you can have a strange experience. It does not prove what the strange experience seems to suggest. There's too many questions. Therefore, to sit here and say I've got an answer for you would be wrong, immoral, inappropriate, downright stupidity. Okay? Stupidity incarnate. So I'm not going to do that for you. Okay. The message goes on. Anyhow, even though it's a dated theory, I'd be interested to see your take on this, if any. Well, that's my take on it. We just don't know. Okay? I guess we're just going to have to carry on looking. And that's all we can say. And I do carry on looking because I do all this like weird heebie-jeebie meditation stroke religious exercises stuff to try and give myself more strange experiences. But we don't know stuff. And I don't really know how better I can express it to you. Okay? There's too many questions and too few answers. So having beliefs is circumventing any form of intellectual process. That's difficult. Developing some beliefs for religious purposes, namely to help you to be saner, to grow, to have a structure of thought or a way of looking at the outer world, it's a different thing to a belief in something like an alien or a reptile as a hard and fast objective being. Okay? Speak to you in a while. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, share, subscribe, and all the rest of that cool jazz. You know you want to. Or David Icke will get you.